Welcome back to my channel. My name is Kiera, your friendly neighborhood regional flight attendant, and it is currently 7:46. I was originally sitting hot today at 6:30, and literally I checked in at like 6:10 because I wanted to take a nap. As soon as I checked in, they assigned me a trip. It was originally DC to Birmingham, overnight Birmingham, and then tomorrow work flight Birmingham to Charlotte, and then deadhead from Charlotte to DC. They have since updated it in that short period of time. I am doing a Birmingham turn and then deadheading to Birmingham. I don't get it, but that's what we're doing. That is what we're doing. And they knew that they needed this done because the other flight attendant I'm flying with, she was like, she's been here since 5:30, and they added it to her schedule then. It's like, y'all are wild. Absolutely wild. So it's going to be pretty much a completely full flight, I think, all but for one seat, and then we'll go from there. I'm going to go ahead and be after early today, and we'll see what tomorrow brings. I'm going to see if I can check in for my deadhead today so I can secure me a window seat before the passengers start to board for this flight. So we'll see, you guys. We shall see. Whew. So we have made it to Birmingham. We have a completely full flight heading back to DC. There's a 2-hour sit before the deadhead back to Birmingham, though, because it would be too much like right to just leave us here right now so I can go to the hotel and rest. Too much like right. It's all good though. We're gonna board these passengers up and then make our way. Making our way downtown, walking fast. Faces passing me homebound. Yeah, I'm tired. That's why I'm over here singing and carrying on. But like I said, we'll be on that deadhead back here in no time. That's what I keep telling myself. Made it to Birmingham. Would have been nice to be here earlier like we were originally supposed to be, but it's still daylight out, so there's that. We have a 4:30 a.m. van time, so I'm just gonna quickly change my clothes, go get me something to eat, and then come back and start unwinding for the day, because that's ridiculously early. So yeah, we had our Birmingham turn, and then deadheaded from DC to Birmingham, and then tomorrow we will work the flight from Birmingham to Charlotte, and then allegedly deadhead from Charlotte to DC. We'll see what happens after that. Y'all know once they have us out, they don't like letting us go home. They just like keeping us out, especially flying through Charlotte. I wouldn't be surprised if we get if we all turned every which way. So we'll see how that goes. So right now it's 2 crews here. And we both have the 4:30 van. So the crew that worked the flight coming in, and then us who deadheaded in. So completely full flight. Completely full flight. It was an experience. So I was in the last row, so I wasn't able to get like comfortable relaxation, but I surely will tonight. So like I said, it's now 5:06, so I'm gonna just go ahead and get myself changed and go get me something to eat. Have made it to Burlington. I don't think I talked to you guys at all today. This morning, we left Birmingham, and then last night they had changed my schedule. So originally it was supposed to be Birmingham to Charlotte, and then a deadhead from Charlotte to DC, and then it turned into Birmingham to Charlotte, and then a flight from Charlotte to Burlington. So I am in Burlington again. I think I was here last week too. And you guys, each time I stay here, the layout is different. And it is just a cute, cute hotel. Oh, there's a fireplace in here. We just found that out together. This is really, really cute. I love this hotel. It's 12:14. I'm gonna go get me something to eat. I'm gonna put some food in my stomach because your girl hungry. And I am actually flying with one of my classmates. So excited. I haven't flown with her since, no, we haven't flown together since we graduated. And I hadn't seen her since I left Philly. So she's Philly based. So it's so good to work with her. But tomorrow, we just have this leg, and then we're working a flight tomorrow. It is Burlington to Philly. I am then going to allegedly have a 3-hour sit and then deadhead back to DC from Philly, and then she has a Kansas City turn out of Philly. So we'll see if it stays that way. I doubt it because of the long sit and then the deadhead, but we'll see. So yeah, so we'll go ahead and change our clothes and go eat. Good morning. It is 4:48. I have a 4:53 van time, so I'm heading down to meet my crew so that we can head to the airport. I'm not sure if I told you guys, but I have the Burlington to Philly, and then a deadhead from Philly to DC to then work a flight from DC to Madison. And then there's some other legs after that, but I'll tell you guys about those later. Whew. We have made it onto the aircraft. Our passengers should be coming down shortly because, yeah, we should be boarding now. While I wait for them to come down, I can tell you guys. So I told you guys what I have for today. And then tomorrow is Madison to DC, and then DC to Bangor, Maine. I've stayed there one other time. And then on my last day, which is Friday, it'll be Bangor to Philly. Another 3-hour sit, y'all. And then deadhead from Philly to DC. We shall see if it stays that way. But don't you worry, I will update y'all if it don't. As of right now, when I get back to DC, I might be released. They took everything else off of my trip, so then I would be on short call tomorrow. So we'll see. We shall see. Whew. Surprise, surprise, y'all. It's 12:12 and I have been released. I said short call tomorrow and the day after. So we'll see what continues to happen, but I wrapped up like a burrito on that deadhead, and when I called them when I got to DC, I could tell that they were really searching, trying to see if there was something they could add me to, but there wasn't. So I have been released. So I'm gonna go ahead and make my way home, and I'll let you guys know how things go tomorrow. Good morning. It is currently May 23rd, and it is the last day of this 5-day block. You did not hear from me yesterday because I did not get used yesterday, and I was relaxing a little bit. I didn't do much. I ended up going to visit my friend at work, and then I came home and I ate and watched some Criminal Minds. Season 18 had me in shambles. But that's pretty much what I did yesterday. So I didn't really pick up my camera. I did take my uniform and my book bag with me when I went to visit my friend, just in case they called me while I was out, but they did not. But they missed me. They obviously missed me because, as you can see, I'm in my uniform and I'm heading to work. So today they have me sitting hot from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. I am annoyed with that fact, but I am also hoping that I do not get used today, or if they use me, give me an early turn and then release me, because today is the day that my brother's girlfriend is, her doctor is planning to induce her today, and her appointment is at 3:20. As I just said, I sit hot until 4. So I am hoping that with all of that, I can still get to the hospital in time. Babies have their own time frame on when they're going to decide to come. So they're going to do a membrane sweep today, and then we're going to go from there. His due date is actually tomorrow, so I am already scheduled off for the rest of the weekend because his due date is tomorrow. So you guys, I'm really excited. So I'm really hoping that for that reason I don't get used. If I thought about it, they sent me a push notification for a turn today. If I thought about it, I would have just said yes to that, because I would have been getting to the airport around the same time, and then I think it had me leaving at like 12 something. So, but hey, I took a gamble, lost the bet. It's all good. You win some, you lose some. So I'm gonna make my way to the airport, and then I'm gonna keep you guys updated. I did ask mom and dad's permission, so we are gonna vlog the experience. So I don't know if I'm gonna post the vlog about the experience yet. I'll ask them if that's it, if they want to. If I do, then it'll post right after this video. If I don't, then I probably will just be talking about the joys of being upgraded to TT. So I'm excited, you guys. I'm really excited. So let me go ahead and get to the airport safely, and then I will check in with you guys there. So, guess who's been called off hot for a delayed flight, y'all? I really don't like when they do this, because I got someplace to be. I told y'all, the baby is, well, he's not on his way yet. In about 3 hours, she goes for her appointment for the membrane suite, and I'm just gonna only hope and pray that the baby can hold off until I get there. You never know how fast these things are gonna go, but I'm gonna give me something to eat beforehand, because I've been sitting here all day and I'm hungry. So we're gonna go get some food. We are on board the aircraft. It was delayed coming in due to maintenance. We have no Wi-Fi, but it's an under-hour flight there and back, so the passengers should be coming down shortly, so we can get out and get back, so I can get back with a baby. It's because I want to go. That's why we haven't gone anywhere. We had maintenance. Now this aircraft had maintenance before they got here, and now we have maintenance before we leave here. Okay, that didn't take too long. It's 1:42. We're now about to start boarding. That was maybe like 5-10 minutes sitting there waiting to board. That's cool. We're gonna get these people on, and we're gonna get them Providence, so we can get the Providence people here, and then we can all get going. All right. We have made it to Providence. We're going to quickly turn this aircraft around and head to DC. Hopefully our passengers will come down shortly. It's not a completely full flight, but there are some tight connections. So we're going to try and get these people situated and get the show on the road. Whew. As you can see, your girl is back in the car. I have finally made it. And oh no, girl, I'm doing my recording. I'm talking to the camera. I'm not talking to you. I know you know I'm back in the car. Oh bless it. See, that's what happens when you try to record and you're on the phone, y'all. You're having two conversations. But anyway, finally made it back to the car, y'all. Oh my goodness. It is. Let me start by telling you what time it is. It's 7:07 p.m. So we're going to start with the news that I want to start with. So we got the membrane sweep. So labor should be starting within the next 48 hours. So we're going. We're getting there. She's 2 centimeters dilated. That's actually a pretty big deal right now because she was not dilated at all before. So progress, and we love that. Now back to the aviation part of this. Y'all. A Providence turn should not have taken as long as this Providence turn took. First, we were delayed leaving because we had maintenance. I told y'all about that. Then when we got to Providence, it wasn't a completely full flight, so I was able to clear the back row because I moved the only people that had connection was the people in the very last row. So I was like, none of that. So I moved them to some empty seats that were further up so that if, once we got there, they could make it to their connecting gates. We do everything that we need to do. We get everyone on board. We get everyone secure. We're taxiing. We about to take off. We turn onto the active runway, y'all. And we're moving slow. Like we're still taxiing. And I was like, okay, sometimes this happens. We move slow for a little bit, then we take off. No, we still moving slow. It's like, we moving slow. How long is this runway? And then we turn off. And I'm like, what's going on? Because I was told to prepare for takeoff. I was in my brace position. And I was prepared to take off. We sat there for a little bit. And then Captain comes on. And he's like that I missed the skeeter. So every time I get in this cup, because it is this time of year, you open the door and every mosquito in half a mile radius just get in the car. We're not playing that. Got to go. I got it though. But where was I? Oh yes. So he calls and he made an announcement and he's like, because of VIPs in the area, the route that they gave us had added like 40 minutes to our flight time. I said, 40 minutes? We could go from DC to Providence and back. In the amount of time that you've added to what are we doing this for? What? So they were trying to negotiate something with air traffic control. So we sat there for a little bit, and then we finally so he turned the engines off to save gas, so that in case we still have to do like a longer route, we don't have to go back to the gate to get gas and all this stuff. It's like we don't have to do all that. So we get to. So he starts turning the engines back on. I'm like, okay, cool, we about to go. He said that he had negotiated the route with ATC and we're good to go. I'm thinking that we're still having the same flight time. No. I don't know what type of negotiation was happening, but he can't be my negotiator because the negotiation felt like we're going to do exactly what air traffic control said we were going to do anyway. Because we were flying for a good little bit. I was like, it didn't take this long to get to Providence. And it was supposed to be a shorter route coming back. And they were like, the DC and BWI were having these problems with whatever VIP flying around in the area that threw off all of this. And I'm just like, come on. Like, ridiculous. So we're in the air. I was able to do service twice. That's how long this flight was. This flight is supposed to be like an hour. We were in the air for almost 2. So I was able to do service twice. I was able to move everyone that had a connection. They were moved in front of the exit row. I was like, look, because this is a mess. There was a sweet baby on the flight. He was in the second to last row, and we were talking. His parents called me the baby whisperer because he would get fussy, and then I would just come and talk to him. He would calm down. I actually talked to him to sleep. So they were grateful for that. So sweet. There was a couple of kids on this flight, actually. Brought them snacks and took care of the babies and everything like that. So getting into auntie mode. but yes. So finally back. This 5-day block wasn't as eventful as the last one, but it still had its moments, because is no way that my day should have been practically 12 hours and all I did was a turn. Just let that sit with y'all for a second. My day was practically 12 hours and all I did was a turn. Oh no, that's not all I did. Well, all I did flight wise, I forgot. One of the flight attendants I flew with, she was having a meeting with her supervisor, and she was unable to get in contact with the union rep. So when that happens, and I didn't know this, so I learned something new, you can have another flight attendant in there with you when that happens. So I was prepared to go in there with her, but the union rep did show up. So he was able to sit in there with her and everything and get that all squared away. So he was like, thank you so much for offering to, be there for her. I was like, yeah, of course. So everything worked out with that. So I was glad for her for that. That happened right before. So I did that right before this turn that I did. So eventful. It's still eventful in its own right, but it is... Oh, we got through it. So since everyone is home, I am going to go ahead and make my way home. Hopefully traffic's not bad out right now because it is a little later in the day, but it is also the Friday before a 3-day weekend. So people are probably traveling and stuff like that. So I'm going to go ahead and make my way home. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, live freely. Love always. Travel often. Bye.